Hey, what is going on guys? Danny here. Hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to make this quick video as we got some more leaks surrounding Nvidia's next-gen graphics cards for the mainstream and gaming market. It's actually quite interesting because a month ago I mentioned how we barely had any leaks or information regarding Nvidia's upcoming graphics cards, as they're usually pretty tight-lipped about this stuff. Whereas with AMD and RDNA 2, we did have some more information, quite a bit more information thanks to the next-gen consoles, and even AMD sharing the features and new tech they have built into RDNA 2. But within this past month, we've actually been seeing a lot more information, leaks, and rumors pertaining to Team Green, which can usually mean one thing, and that is we're probably much closer to the launch, or at least an announcement, regarding these next-gen graphics cards. Even though Computex got cancelled for this year and was originally pushed back to late September, but now it's just pushed back all the way to May of 2021, we've still got SIGGRAPH 2020 and Gamescom 2020, which are all being hosted digitally, which we can all look forward to. So I wouldn't write off the chance that we might see Nvidia making some kind of announcement in the near future. Now moving on to the leak for this video, and the source for this topic is Video Cards, and they have claimed to have received an image which is an alleged next-generation graphics card from ASUS. They believe that this image was leaked from an internal meeting discussing new designs for the upcoming Ampere-based graphics cards from Nvidia. They did also later follow up and clarify that they were told this image came from an internal design proofing, so they're fairly confident it is real. Taking a look at the card itself, and it does definitely have a design element to it which resembles the past STRIX model cards we've seen from ASUS, but also seems to have received quite the overhaul to the overall design. I think design-wise it looks pretty cool, and to be honest it actually reminds me of a cooler from someone like MSI, like the Duke or the Lightning coolers for example. I'm really liking the combination of the silver gray accents with the black frame. Of course we do have some RGB on the top of the card, we can't forget about that. When comparing it to the previous gen Strix cooler, and you can see it looks like it went through quite the upgrade. I was never really a fan of the previous Strix cooler. I thought it looked quite dated and felt cheap for what was supposed to be a flagship design. It also disappointed me when ASUS decided to just keep the same design when transitioning over from the Pascal 10 series to the RTX 20 series. There were some very minor differences between the 1080 Ti Strix when compared to the 2080 Ti Strix, apart from a thicker heatsink and such, but not much really changed. But now it looks like a proper cooler, one that is very robust looking and is appropriate if we'll be seeing it used on a high-end graphics card. And speaking of a high-end graphics card, if you hadn't already noticed, but on the bottom left corner of the GPU shroud, we can actually see a decal which says 3080 Ti, which is quite interesting because many people within the tech community were talking about how Nvidia might choose to use the 3090 brand instead of 3080 Ti. But this pretty much confirms that we will be seeing a 3080 Ti instead. But who knows, perhaps Nvidia might end up releasing both, where the Titan might end up being rebranded into the 3090. Now seeing this cooler with all these details tells us that we're probably a lot more closer to the launch than we think we are. This design here pretty much looks as close to a finished product that it can get. There might be some very minor changes they can make at the end, but other than that, I would not be one bit surprised if this is the card that we will see on shelves from ASUS. Along with that, seeing an AIB have a design like this leaked is also further indication that these cards are imminent. But again, take it with a grain of salt. Now this next topic is more of a rumor as opposed to a leak, and this is reported by Tweaktown, who are sourcing Copite here on Twitter, who claims that Nvidia's upcoming GPUs will be fabbed on Samsung's 8nm process and not on TSMC's 7nm node like everyone thought they would be. This rumor has actually been flying around for quite some time now, and it was speculated back in May that Nvidia was going through with Samsung because they couldn't close a deal with TSMC, not one that they wanted. If this is true, it could explain why we're seeing rumors that Nvidia's flagship GPUs may have higher than expected TDPs rated for 300 watts or even 350 watts. Honestly, this isn't really as big of a deal as some people are making it out to be, as this doesn't really change much. Is Samsung's 8nm process, which really is a tweaked 10nm process, worse than TSMC's 7nm? It is, but it's not going to make a huge difference, as most of the underlying tech will be the same and major performance uplifts and improvements will come with the Ampere microarchitecture. But who knows, maybe this might not be true, or perhaps we'll be seeing a mix of GPUs fabbed at different foundries. It will be interesting to see what kind of implications this can have, both from a technological standpoint and financially. Nonetheless, it looks like the rumor mill is in full swing here and the hype train is getting even faster. I'll keep you guys posted as we get more information and leaks surrounding next-gen hardware. If you guys found this video to be informative and entertaining, then hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts down below, check out the video description for ways to support the channel, and if you're interested in more content like this, then make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one.